Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Infinity, and this is Magnetize Yourself, where we talk about life, love, spirituality, and of course, the law of attraction. Welcome to the channel. If you are new here, then I'm so happy to have you here. Thank you for tuning in today. And for those of you who may be new, I do these collective readings every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So be sure to tune in on those times and days if you feel guided to do so. They are really beautiful, energetic spaces because they also are live premiered. So there is a live chat feature during the premiere of the readings. And so many of you bring so much beautiful energy to that space, which, by the way, a huge thank you to all of you who are here co-creating with me. I know that many of you have been here for years now, and I am so grateful for this truly beautiful, high vibrational, supportive, inspiring community we are creating. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and shuffle the cards. I don't really have a strong sense for what's going to be coming up today, so we'll just have to see where the energy wants to lead us. But if you personally have some kind of intention for the reading, something that, I have to pause because right as I said, I don't know what we're going to be talking about. I swear I keep seeing eyes, like someone's eyes on you, looking at you. I mean, maybe this is literally speaking to an eye contact connection you have with someone, but this also could be someone who is heavily aware of you in a very positive way. But I get this element that if this message is for you, and by the way, I will most likely be channeling into many different people, dynamics, threads of energy throughout this reading. So always use your intuition, only take what does connect with you in a personal way. But I am getting that if this reading is for you, this is a person that you almost feel like you have a secret world with, where I'm hearing in a crowded room, only the two of us exist. I'm already kind of tearing up as I say that. I feel that you literally exist on the same wavelength, but it's such a different wavelength than everyone else around you. I'm hearing it's stillness and electricity at the same time. Like when you are sharing this kind of moment that's transporting you to this kind of other dimension, it's almost like simultaneously you feel, and this is mutual, by the way, you both feel deeply at peace and at home, but you also feel this surge of electricity, that's the best way I can describe it, of energy, of inspiration. I feel like you inspire each other up to a higher version of yourselves in those moments, even though it's also this like deep stillness. That's the best way I can put this into words. So I'm wondering why this is so secretive. I feel like something here isn't being spoken. Now, to finish the thought, I was going to say you can transmit your intentions to the reading however you feel guided to do so, by thinking them, by writing them in the comments, by speaking them out loud. You can also like the video and subscribe to the channel. This is another form of energetic transference. So this could be one way to transfer your energy and to receive more relevant messages in the future as a subscriber as well. But I'm going to go ahead and shuffle, and I really want to figure out why something here is secretive. I'm seeing someone playing guitar, so maybe someone is a musician here, or just a creative type in general, or somehow music is relevant to your connection. I'm also seeing a star. I'm hearing star power. Maybe you and this person kind of have like potential star power or like power couple energy if you were to kind of like merge your energies. But we have the card envy, resentful, competitive, discontent, vacay, get away, relax, have fun. So it's very possible that the two of you met while you were doing something out of the ordinary, is what I'm getting now. Yes, this could be traditional travel. It could have been meeting in a different location where one of you wasn't in your typical hometown. But what I'm getting for most of you is that something about this setting of your meeting had you out of your element. And this is almost what's internally confusing this person here. Because what I get them telling themselves is like, is this real or is it just circumstantial? Because I feel like there's something about the environment or the circumstances around your meeting that would make them believe that this would be easy to romanticize because of the circumstances. I'm hearing it was just all too perfect. But I'm also picking up a kind of awareness within them of a heavy external energy that's coming through as that envy card. I feel like this isn't them and this isn't you. I'm hearing in some cases, this actually could be people who are envious or jealous of the connection that you share with one another, or who write it off or dismiss it because it's something that they desire to experience, but that they've never experienced before personally. So it's like they project their own lack of having had a love this deep onto the two of you, onto this connection. For others of you, if there is some kind of third party here romantically, then this would be that person, that this other person is aware spiritually and energetically of the bond that the two of you share. Now, the interesting thing about this is I'm getting that in the case that this is a third romantic person, I'm picking up kind of this strange dynamic where the energy of your bond with this person is literally creating tension or conflict within that other connection, whatever that is. Now, again, that won't be for everyone, but it's almost like they can sense the presence of this spiritual connection, this powerful soul bond in that person's energy field. They're picking up on it subconsciously, almost like a scent, even if this person is trying to actively deny and repress it. Because what I'm getting about the bond that the two of you share is it leaves you feeling both kind of exposed in a way. It leaves you feeling vulnerable and open. I'm hearing an open secret. It's almost like, yes, you have this secret world between the two of you on a soul level, a place where you're transported to in those moments of eye contact or conversation, or sometimes in dreams. But also, at the same time, it feels like the connection is so strong, other people can't help but be aware of it on some level. And I almost feel like there are certain people who are almost like wanting the two of you to be together in this scenario, because I'm hearing they have an open heart and they can sense the bond that the two of you share. That really seems to be the key in this powerful soul connection coming up here. Again, this might just be for a specific group, but a key message here is people who have an open heart chakra will not only understand this bond, but they will recognize it for what it is almost instantly. But people who do not have an open heart chakra will actually react to the opposite. They will feel really triggered by your connection. They will project almost like this, like that envy card coming up here, onto the two of you because their heart is closed and therefore they haven't been open to receiving this kind of love in their own life, to experiencing this kind of love. So I'm hearing your love is changing people, and it could change the world too on like the level of frequency. This feels really, really big. It feels like the merging together of two souls in some kind of a connection where when they are existing together, they not only uplift each other, but the whole space, the environment around them, and kind of taking things to an even more bird's eye view perspective, they have this ripple effect of uplifting collective consciousness, uplifting humanity. Now, for some of you, maybe you're meant to be actually creating something with this person, literally like creating some kind of business or movement or art, or I'm hearing your conversations set things into motion. So maybe you have really big conversations with this person about things going on in the world, about solutions to certain problems in the world. I don't know why I'm getting that specifically, but it's almost like even just the two of you putting your minds and hearts together and discussing potential solutions to global problems seems to have this literal energetic effect of solving those problems. Like in this gradual way, it seems to actually radiate this powerful energy that shifts the trajectory of humanity, is what I'm getting here. I don't think I've ever channeled a connection quite like this before. This feels really beautiful and highly spiritually charged. And yet there's such a layer of mystery and confusion around it. I'm hearing, what is this? It's almost like both of you are internally thinking, what is this? Are they feeling it too? While on another level, I'm hearing it's confirmed through the eye contact. So maybe there's something about when you look into each other's eyes, there is this sense of confirmation, like a mutual knowing, yes, they are feeling it just as much as I am. And of course, like vice versa. It's like you're both kind of on some level seeking this confirmation that the other is feeling the same way. But in the physical world, there seems to be this deep layer of like mystery here. So let's see what else I can channel about this person or situation. Like I said, we may be channeling into many different people and dynamics. Okay, one card flew out here, cornucopia. I'm hearing manifest it, or you are manifesting it. I'm also getting the word detachment. So strongly, I'm picking up on here that if you are connecting with this message and you've been really heavily thinking about this person or wanting to connect with them more, wanting to merge things between you more in the physical, the key here is to truly recognize this as a deep energetic bond, to know that because you have such a powerful soul connection with this person, most of your interaction is actually happening on that soul level. It's happening energetically, it's happening vibrationally. And I'm hearing that when you detach, you create magnetism. When you focus back on yourself, when you kind of hold the space for this person, but shift back to focusing on your own personal self-care, self-love, your goals, your dreams. I'm hearing cultivating like a state of peace within yourself. This person will naturally connect and align with that state and come closer into your reality. That's what I'm getting very strongly. Now, if you do want more messages from this person or situation, I will be carrying this into the extended. So we'll be looking at what they are specifically thinking and feeling towards you right now, as well as how this is most likely going to move forward into the future. So the link to those messages in the extended reading is in the pinned comment and description box. You can listen to the extendeds either through YouTube memberships or on Patreon, just depending on your personal preference. So I will be leaving both links underneath the video. Okay. So let's go ahead and shift gears here. And I want to know who or what else is connected with your energy. Okay, storm warning reversed. So I literally saw someone, and we talked about the imagery of shutting a door in the last reading, but I saw someone shutting a door, but if you look through the door, you see this like storm raging. And I feel like the whole time you were never really at this point involved in that storm anymore, like that drama, that chaos, that conflict, whatever it is. And yet you were possibly giving some of your energy or attention to it by keeping some sort of door open. And the sense I get here is like fully shutting the door on the storm, not only not needing to engage with that drama or conflict energy, whatever it is, because I feel you most likely hadn't engaged in a long time. I'm seeing a rabbit for some reason. But not only that, actually choosing that you don't even really need to pay mind to this. You don't need to feed it your energy or your attention. And I feel like it's almost like you shut some kind of door to conflict or chaos, and it's immediately bringing you back into your own like baseline energy, back into this state of peace. And that peace is so powerful for manifestation because it's really difficult to direct your energy when your nervous system is dysregulated. And so what I'm getting is shutting a door to the conflict, the drama, the chaos. I'm hearing the external speculation. Maybe you're shutting a door of access certain people had to you where they were able to kind of externally speculate on your life or something like that. Or maybe you just stopped paying attention altogether to that. And whatever you did here to shut that door, I'm hearing that it's returning you back to this state of regulation, this state of peace. Because what I'm getting is your nervous system has actually become more sensitive to those kinds of chaos energies. So in the past, you may have been able to be more exposed to them or even involved with them without them really affecting you because your energy was in a denser place. But now you're more evolved and advanced spiritually. Your energy is naturally in a higher vibrational state, which makes it more delicate in a way, makes it more sensitive, which is actually a beautiful thing because this means that you're capable of impacting, positively uplifting, affecting spaces, places, people, environments more powerfully with your frequency. But it also goes the other way. So it means you can be more easily affected by things externally as well. And I feel for many of you listening, by the way, that might be a powerful key in general. This is also something we touched on in the last reading where I talked about being a grid worker and how when you're someone who is a grid worker, someone who is drawn to specific geographic locations for the purpose of strengthening or shifting something about the collective energy there or the Earth's literal grid energetically. When you're this kind of person, you both can impact a space really strongly and be impacted by it very strongly. That's true of any very powerful empath, like I feel you are, if you've been resonating with this content lately. And the reason I feel like this could be a key for someone is because I feel this could help you release this false sense of shame that you've been carrying around for a long time. And I say it's false because why feel shame for being so deeply in tune, so energetically sensing? It's because other people may have labeled you as too sensitive or too emotional or too affected by things. And so I feel that lately I've been really called to flip the script here. And it's really been emphasized just how beautiful of a gift your sensitivity actually is. And maybe that reflects your personal journey as well, where you've actually been not only really honoring this gift of energetic sensitivity, but also finding ways to utilize it and to work with it and to channel it into really powerful things, whether that's through your music, your art, your work, your career, your personal life, your relationships, whatever this is. So I guess we could really shorten this segment of the reading by just saying protect your peace, because it actually really assists you in focusing your energy in a stronger and clearer way. Now, the fact that we keep talking about the necessity of protecting your energy to focus it tells me that something is calling that focus through you for a reason. So maybe you know for yourself what this is. Maybe there's some kind of creation, purpose, a drive, an inspiration that's been pulling at you lately, that's requiring this kind of focus out of you. If you don't yet know exactly what that is, stay open, because there's a reason you felt guided to close off some aspects of your energy to focus it more strongly. And I feel that as you do that, you are going to be inspired into something, into focusing that energy in some kind of direction that's really aligned with your unique soul's blueprint, which of course is very, very unique and personal to you. It won't look exactly like anyone else's. Maybe within that is another message that your path generally is not going to look like anyone else's. So if you've had ideas lately that feel like they break with the norm, they feel unconventional, or even a little bit outside the box, almost taboo in that sense, like you're breaking some of the barriers that people used to perceive as real, breaking through limitations that have long been accepted. If you're getting ideas like that, then know that you're actually on exactly the right track. And I'm getting you're doing things no one's ever done before, or you're receiving ideas to do things that are literally brand new or that have never been done in this exact way. And I'm hearing you were chosen for this spiritually because you are somehow perfectly equipped to carry out these ideas. That's what I'm getting here. Like you have the perfect combination of resources, experience, abilities, skills within yourself to make this happen or to enact this idea, this dream, this vision. And I'm actually hearing that in the process of this, it's going to be so deeply fulfilling because there are going to be these full circle moments. And maybe you're already having some of these where you realize why everything had to happen the way that it happened, where you realize, and I'm getting a little emotional again, where you realize all of that was a training course, even if you didn't know what you were training for. It's going to be revealed to you. I'm hearing if you had known too early, it would have been distracting because I'm getting that you've gone through a lot of heaviness in your life. You've gone through a lot of trauma and hardship. And during those times, you had no idea why it was happening. I'm getting like, why is this happening to me? But it was actually all a training ground for these new visions or this new version of yourself or this new life you're creating or these new ideas that again are going to seem very unconventional, but you're perfectly suited to them because of those experiences that you went through that didn't make sense at the time. So I'm going to go ahead and take a sip of my latte, my caramel soy milk latte. But I'm going to reshuffle the cards here as well. Hopefully you have some kind of a warm beverage or a snack while you're listening. Okay, so what else can I channel for the beautiful souls listening here? By the way, I'm shifting gears again in the reading, but if you do want to go deeper into what we just talked about, if that was connecting for you and you'd like to know more about this path, this vision, this potential purpose unfolding for you, and any other messages that may want to come through from the guides, from your higher self, whatever spiritual forces you personally connect with, then I will leave a link to the extended under the video, as I mentioned earlier, with those messages. Okay, so here we have Magician and the Mirror in the reverse position. I heard the word amulet, but I also am seeing something about a divine masculine and divine feminine feeling this tension between each other, not a negative tension, this like longing tension, this pulling between them. Now, this could be something happening within you internally where there are like these two aspects of yourself. Maybe it is your internal divine masculine and internal divine feminine. Maybe it's the side of you that's more logical and practical, more so like the masculine, and the side of you that's more creative and intuitive, like the feminine, wanting to merge together into some kind of calling, some kind of idea, some kind of pathway, or just an expression of yourself. For others of you, this could be an external situation. So you may resonate as the divine feminine or divine masculine, and it's like you have a counterpart energy that's pulling you in a stronger way. But one word coming up here very strongly is restless. So whether this message is applying internally or externally, I feel that the energy behind this is very potent. It's making you feel very restless because it's like you're literally feeling the tension of this merging together, this connecting, wanting to happen. Or really, my guides corrected me and said, actually, it's in the process of happening. For someone listening, I'm getting that you are someone who's really balanced yourself internally. You've come to this place of being so healed, being so balanced. And I just heard, I'm ready for my other half. Now, of course, I don't typically word it in that way. That's just how it was coming through. But of course, you are a complete and whole person within yourself. But when I said the words other half, what I really meant is, I'm hearing like your other self, like a version of you in a different physical body, a version of your energy, a version of your wavelength, perfectly mirrored back to you in a way that can support you on your journey. This kind of like synergistic power couple dynamic. I feel someone really craving that. And I'm getting the words hyper independent. So you may be a person I feel like this message is so specific. Only take this if it's for you. But I'm picking up on a specific portion of the collective that is very hyper independent. But it's almost like you've done your healing work and now you're craving that supercharged, synergistic soul partnership. Now, that might be platonic for some of you. Maybe this is your soul tribe or like a group of people that understand you. But for many of you, I do feel this is romantic as well. It's like your person is what I'm getting. And I feel like you've always had this sense that beneath all of those layers of healing, like once you fully unraveled all of those layers, at the core of that, you had this sense would be this person or this connection. And I'm getting that you are really coming into that vicinity. Maybe for the first time, it's like you finally healed. I'm getting chills all over. This is so powerful for someone listening, but what you need to know is you've finally healed yourself, unraveled yourself to the point where you are truly ready for love. And I have to clarify that because it's not that you were not deserving of love. You've always been deserving of love. Always. You've always been worthy of that, even when it felt impossible to access or to have or to maintain. You've always been worthy. When I say that you're now ready, I mean, I feel like there were parts of you blocking the love out, blocking the light out is what I'm hearing. And they were learned behaviors or patterns that you took on for your family's line to heal through you that delayed this experience of true love for you. And when I say true love, again, I know that for many of you listening, you've experienced many loves, but this is about like a love that sees you completely, that connects with you at all levels and layers, a love that is deeply spiritual, that mirrors you in many ways, but also complements you in others, that truly supports you unconditionally. And I feel like you had to learn how to do that for yourself first. And that's what so much of your journey has been about. You've been learning how to become that love, how to love yourself so deeply and so intensely that I'm hearing you were willing to give it all up. You were willing to let go of people, of things, of even lovers who may not have been able to hold you in that same way, to love you in that same way. And I feel that now it's like you're coming into the vicinity of this powerful core energy. It's like this place where, because you had the courage to love yourself enough to let go of things, of people, of situations that were not able to love you in that same kind of way, because you've had the wherewithal to heal yourself. And I'm hearing for many of you, you were the first one in your family's line to truly do this healing work on this kind of level. And you exponentially accelerated some kind of healing within your lineage because of what you've chosen to, I'm hearing what you've chosen to look at, what you've chosen to face in this life, within yourself, within your family, within society, that people before you were never willing to actually look at. And so you've come into contact, or you soon will be coming into contact with like this core energy within yourself. But I also see it being reflected out in really visceral ways. And so if you've been feeling this new longing or this new craving or this sense of, I feel like there's someone or something that I'm connecting with or will be connecting with, and it's creating almost like a restlessness, know why this is happening. It's because you are actually ready for this now, and you're coming into the vicinity of it, and it's coming closer to you as well, and you're psychically sensing all of that. I'm hearing be ready, because some very powerful things are on their way into your life, things that you've been desiring for a really long time. And for some of you, you may already be feeling some of these things come together. If not, I keep getting you're also going to receive hints or signs about them very soon as well. So if you are liking this thread of energy, if this is connecting for you, then in the extended version, I will be looking at more details around this, any other messages that want to come through regarding this core energy that you're connecting with, that is manifesting itself externally. I'll also be taking a look at anyone else that may be connected with your energy at this time, and any other messages that want to come through there. So again, the link to the extended reading is in the pinned comment and description box underneath the video. Otherwise, I'm going to go ahead and close this reading here. Thank you so much again for tuning in today. If anything here did connect, I would love to hear from you in the comments. You can also follow me on Instagram at Magnetize Yourself. And of course, if you haven't yet, I would love for you to subscribe, join our beautiful community of like-minded, conscious, creative beings here on YouTube. Have an amazing remainder of your day, and I will connect with you here again in the next reading.